All right.
Welcome. Looks like we're live on YouTube.
Hey,
Please
y'all.
share. This is Build a Sister Up. We're here with the great Aisha. Aisha. Welcome, Aisha.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. And I love the platform. I did check out y'all website and on YouTube. I am y'all subscriber, so I'm
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you.
And welcome back to our channel, guys. We have Aisha. She is going to be talking about her book that she has written. And say the title of your book again, Miss Aisha, please.
When life hurts like hell.
Ooh, that title alone. Oh my goodness.
That's
Okay, listen, she got me with just the title.
yeah,
She
yeah.
got me at the title. Okay, so Miss Aisha is going to be explaining her book today, and I am very excited to have you on, Miss Aisha. Thank you so much for joining us. All right, and we are going to go ahead and get started. Miss Aisha, where was your inspiration? Why would you write this book?
I felt like it right now. It was a more time a need or ever. I had loved ones, nieces, been incarcerated, going down the wrong path that I've been on. So it was like, you know, try to deter them. I couldn't pretty much go back into the style where, our mama used to beat us, box us up, or punch her by our ear because that wasn't just doing it anymore. So I found out a lot of kids like to read urban books, juvenile kids, and they felt like them reading the urban books and making it into real life. Hey, I'm finna try this on the streets. And people don't understand what they see on videos or they read what they read. They gonna try it regardless. So that's why I turned into first and foremost, my Angelo was my mentor. Well, not mentor, but someone that I look up to. So that was basically the inspiration behind the book, and also what I've been through. I needed to let the people know that the street life is not a game. If you are very privileged, like I was, and at the same time poverty, it's don't take advantage of it. Just
Right.
you know,
Now
That's
you said Maya Angelou was your inspiration. So what are some things that Maya Angelou said or you read that inspired you to want to go ahead and write your book?
she was struggling. Basically, same. Everybody have the same story, but a different way. So as far as like rape, street life, poverty, sometimes it was a way where she wasn't really illiterate, but she was how I want to say it. Um Not motivation, I'm not looking for that word. Um
she had some
she
type of struggle going on to try to yeah,
yes,
to get it.
yes,
Mhm.
Okay.
yes. I'm trying to look for that same word. I'm sorry about
We understand her struggle, right? Okay.
yeah.
That's right.
What
Okay.
was one of your favorite parts about writing your book? Because I see that your book actively is building brothers and sisters up, and that's what we love. We love that about you. That's why we have you here. So, what was one of your favorite parts about writing the book, knowing that it will help building brothers and sisters up?
It was just I don't know if everybody love a roller coaster ride, and it was just me, and it was my way to cope while I was in prison. Um, I thought I saw stuff on the street, but Lord Jesus, behind four walls was just another story in another world itself. So that was my way to cope when I wrote "When Life Hurts Like Hell."
Okay.
Okay.
And if
And
you
what
could
was
say one, if your favorite chapter, if you could describe your favorite chapter, which one is it?
I say shit nobody because I performed that and I had like both of my best friends over to read the book and they were like shit nobody.
Okay. Okay.
So when I performed that and it is I'm not gonna give too much away of that, but if you go on my YouTube you'll understand. Not my YouTube, if you go on my Instagram you will see that I performed shit nobody and everybody was like shit nobody. So it was just basically telling the man that you was with like you're not gonna find a woman like me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Everybody, these women out here, don't do home cooked meals. They don't clean. They don't cook. You know, they all about manicure, getting their hair done. You know, feet done. You know, plastic surgery. I don't knock it. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have that installed from your mama or your grandmom or your granddaddy, like I did, learn how to cook, clean, do hair. You know what a girl's supposed to do, but not treat your man like he's your wife, your husband yet.
Right.
But that's basically about what shit with nobody was. So
Wow, you helping us in the dating game too. Thank you.
Right.
Right. And
That
what was
was
one
needed.
surprising thing that you learned about yourself when you were writing? What did you discover about yourself?
Right.
I had the art of writing. Like, it was surprising because I was like, man, I can't believe I wrote this. Like, really? Like, I looked up to Terry Woods. I read a lot of her books. I read a lot of Ashley Jaquavia's book. Old heavy hitters in the game. And I was like, dang, if they can write like that, let me see what I can do. But it just started, like I said, it started off just doing poetry. And everybody was like, girl, you got something. And I was like, what? You know, I know I was an artistic person because I had to actually go to therapy about it. And because I was like, why am I not, you know, why I'm not fitting in? Like, what's going on? You know, you had to self-check yourself for a minute.
Right.
Like, why am I not fitting in this world with regular people? Like, what's going on? And the lady was like, so basically tell me what's going on with you. And I was like, well, I went to performing art schools, but when I left performing art school, went to a regular school, I was popular, but I didn't understand the popularness about it. And and at the same time, like I said, it started off writing poems. I ain't gonna give you too much, but
No, don't go too much into it.
Yeah.
They gotta buy. You gotta buy the book. It's so good. I just enjoy it. Now, within your book too, I can see that you're talking about, like you just said, you're talking about a man and a bunch of other things. You're talking about that too. And you said you know how to cook home cooked meals. Can you tell us one of your favorite home cooked meals you know how to cook, or you cook that man or any man, or you could just throw down in the kitchen and cook?
I definitely say my collard greens, macaroni cheese, and meatloaf, turkey meatloaf. I be very healthy, so everything I use is healthy. Even my friends like, girl, this is not healthy. I'm like, yes, it is.
You just made me hungry, if anything.
You got any cookbook you consider a cookbook, maybe?
No, because like I said, my granddaddy taught me and my aunties taught me, and they, you know, when they from the country, Alabama, you know, they throw down. So,
Right.
at the same time, they also gave me their recipe, so I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Now, how many books have you written so far? How many books have you written total?
I have. Well, with this, it's only 3, but I'm working on a 4th one because I didn't get that many. I didn't expect the sequence of this. I really didn't.
So would that be your bestseller?
We'll have to see.
Okay.
We just get started. September 22nd, I had released this. It took a long time, but I had to release this due to the published company, and you know how things don't work out when you're supposed to work out. But hey, it's here now, so we did finally release it. And I was talking to a publisher, and they was like, "Oh, I love your book. Is that a sequence?" Even y'all said it. So I was like, "Lord Jesus."
What inspiration would you give to an aspiring writer?
On how you walk. You know, your mom always say, if you're ashamed of something, don't do it. So, and at first, I would tell them, you know, no matter what they're going through, whatever it is, don't be afraid, because you'll never know the outcome. So I always say walk by faith and not by sight, because I do that daily. And be strong. No matter. I used to have a soft heart, where I used to heart on my sleeve, but now it's like being in the industry, you can't do that. You know, people walk all over you. So.
Okay, and
Okay.
what audience were you trying to reach? Like, were you trying to reach young single mothers? Were you trying to reach those who were teenagers? What audience would you say this book speaks to you particularly?
I say the teenagers and the people that had a state mind that they they want to give up on life. You know, everybody have a different kind of roller coaster walk, and maybe it's similar. You know, so no matter what, like I say every day on my life, no matter what you're going through, whatever you know, whatever it is that
Right. Mm-hmm.
yeah, I get
We
tongue tied
got you.
like that. Uh, Whatever it may come your way, you know, you can't give up. You know,
Right.
I trust me, I've been there from homeless to sleeping in that friend house, friend using me up because I'm making money and they want to keep raising the rent up, you know, even family and friends. So, you know, you have to be for yourself nowadays. So
Right, and tell me
I
about your
think
life
your
as
book
a child.
speaks to everyone across
Oh,
the
go
board.
ahead.
I think it speaks to Black, white, rich, poor, in the middle class, because you said one thing, basically, don't give up. It speaks to the people who want to give up, and everyone faces adversity in life. So I
yeah,
think your book speaks to everyone. I think everyone should buy your book, whoever faces adversity. And that's all of us. All of us do face
Right.
it. So when life hurts like this, it's for
Mm,
everyone. It is for everyone.
right.
yes,
Right.
yes,
Because also too, you had said that you had to go to therapy, and you know, a lot of us, as I wouldn't just say blacks, just people in general, we
mhm,
all hold some type of hurt from our past, even our future. You know, things that we went through before. Somehow they creep up in us, and we just wake up like, why do I feel like this? You know, what's going on? And it could be something that you went through in your past and all
mhm.
of a sudden it's hitting you. And you know,
Yes,
a lot of times, and I commend you for going to therapy, like you said, because a lot of times, if we don't realize there's something going on with us and we have kids, we can pass that hurt on down to our own kids. And,
yes,
you know, anything that we go through, we can walk in the store and we'll see something on the shelf and we just get mad at it. It's like, why am I getting mad? You could be getting mad at something that happened before. You know, when
mm,
you little, somebody could have threw a bottle of soap at you. I don't know, just anything, and it is
mm,
just upset you. It'll set you off.
yes.
So when you went to therapy, were you thinking about then let me try and write a book, or did this book just come out when I know you said you were incarcerated then? When did it start festering? Let me write the book. Was it therapy or
Basically, yes, because it was my outlet of to talk to people. You know, by being in the entertainment industry is very stressful. It's a hustle, and not only that, I'm in the entertainment industry. I work at Emory also as a nutritionist. So, um, dealing with patients or going through, you know, lighting up their day or whatever. It's like sometimes you feel like you don't have nobody to talk to, even though I have two best friends and I talk to them, but they're from New York and New Jersey. And, you know, everybody go through their own stuff. So it's like, damn, like, excuse my French, but it's like, you know, damn, who can I talk to? What, like, try to figure out what's going on with the inside of me. What's your problem? And that's when I knew, when I was talking to her, I knew, I said, okay, well, I'm getting a state of mind. It's just not all about me anymore. You know, I do want to help people, but at the same time, I got to help myself first before I can help somebody else.
That's right. That's right.
So
right? And you
that's
did that.
when
And
I
I
knew.
see that when I first read your book, you know, I've never been into poetry, but I'm gonna tell you, when I first read your book, I was like, this is about poetry. I'm not into poetry, but I started reading it, and I just enjoy what you have to say. So, like I said, I'm not into poetry, but I'm into your poetry, what
Thank you.
you have. So
Thank you.
I'm ready for that next book that's coming out. And I just know it's pouring into me. It's gonna pour into a lot of people. And I'm just waiting for it.
Thank you. You won't be disappointed. Like I told the other people, I didn't expect it to be a secret. Not only you said it, but some other people said it, and I was like, Lord Jesus, okay. I was finna, I'm in the midst of transferring this book onto my laptop. The other one called I don't want to get it wrong, the Smith
Okay.
Street Hustler Family, and that's basically the next book. But she was like, nope, you got to do another one of these.
Right.
And I was like, okay, let me get the writing. I'm going through some stuff. I mean, it's not I'm going through some stuff, but I'm going through some stuff. And then my friends going through the stuff in the entertainment industry. So it's like, oh, I can write it somewhere, it's still gonna be same, but it's gonna give you a bit more glimpse of the entertainment industry, whether you an actress like I am, or an author, or producer, or writer. And I have my hands into everything. So yes. So it will be when life hurts like hell too, like that.
Now you said you're
Yeah,
an actress. What are some of the things that you've done in your acting career?
What can we catch you in?
Well, okay, so I have two things coming up. I started shooting in February of 2021. I go to LS Acting Studios. So, and my coach just recently worked with Meek Mill. As you can see, if you go on my Facebook, I have posted the premiere party, behind the scenes and stuff. Just get my feet wet in the acting game. Thank you. Just get my feet wet in the acting game. This is something major that I got cast for in 2021. So I'm excited about that, and I really can't speak on it, but just be looking out for it. If they let us when they start shooting in February, if I can do behind the scenes, I will. Most stuff you can't, because sometimes they can, negotiating the whatever the stuff.
Right.
The stuff.
I know you can't talk too much about it.
And
but,
also, what are Khalitha? Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. And you said did you say you worked at Emory?
Yes.
Okay. And you said you were a nutritionist?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I just love hearing about people overcoming obstacles and adversity, but I also love hearing about people who work in the social and the medical fields and nutrition fields, being able to explain that, yes, it's hard to work in these fields, and yes, we need someone else to talk to as well. So I love outlets that put people on platforms and give a voice to the people that need to be heard too, because you all are the people who provide us nutrition, health, and wellness, and we understand that you have to be well in order to provide that good advice to us. So thank you for also sharing that too. Thank you for doing that. You just have your hands on so many things, like you said.
Yes, I do. And I really love my job at the same time, because I have to make sure y'all on the right diet plan when y'all come out of surgery, anything like that. So I really do love my job, but it can be a headache. It can be a headache, but I really love it. And, it's funny that I don't even supposed to be there, but I'm here. And people ask me all the time, like, hold on, you aggravated so with a daily whip, but how the heck is you working in a hospital? I said, baby, that's just God, So that's why I tell people work.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you were saying something, but I couldn't hear you.
Okay. I was saying, what's a good nutritional meal for COVID? One, if you would advise, one you would recommend.
For what? COVID?
COVID. Handling COVID.
Are you saying for COVID?
Yeah, COVID.
It depends on if you have surgery or not. But if you on a liquid diet, we'll give you liquid like Jello, chicken broth, Diet Coke, basically like that. And, they will upstairs, the doctors will give you like some kind of medicine or vitamins. But they really tell everybody just to take your herb vitamins, because, people don't believe in herb, but it works. It works. Herb vitamin works, whatever. But if you're a regular diet, we'll give you like meatloaf, mashed potatoes, and green bean, but it's all no salt, no pepper, no herb, So everything is with season or without season. It depends on your situation.
Okay. Okay.
And
You are
that's
just
what we always get in trouble with, that salt all the time.
Yes.
a
And that's like,
welcome.
and yes, and that's what we call the people that have no salt. It's called low sodium. They can't get salt at all. So we have to like what we get them.
Okay.
So where you're at now in your career, and you're an actress, you're an author, is there something that you haven't done that you still want to do? Because it seems like you're doing a whole lot.
Like I said, I'm professionally just getting started as an actress. If it wanted me to start back school about a month and a half ago, I wouldn't be able to audition and get some audition in. But I'm just a beginner, but I'm here.
So you're
I can
in
say,
school now. You said
say
you're
that
in
again?
school now?
Yeah, LS at the Performing Arts School.
Okay.
Congratulations. What advice would you give? One piece of advice to an aspiring actress, if you could.
Oh, we just went over this the other night. Own your craft, because that's when I say own your craft, that's outlet of telling my story or what storyline that I pick up basically. So it's whatever storyline I pick up. If I feel like I can relate to it, I do it storyline. But if I don't, and sometimes you can't. Sometimes you go for the storyline that you're familiar with, and sometimes the producer have another whole idea of what you should be playing. So, own your own craft.
Okay.
Now, sometimes family is not supportive.
That's true.
So,
right.
Did you have a supportive backing for your book? And, even though the different things you went through, was people still supportive, or did you have a lot of people that was like, she is not going to do nothing. This girl not going to do anything?
Well, I would say I kind of had, because I don't have a big family, and it goes back to like some of my people, most of my people either dead or in jail for being in the streets, or locked up, or like got life sentence, or I don't know my family. Then again, because at the age of 12, I was put in foster care. So by the time I came out, I was trying to rekindle. But the small support I got, which is my Uncle Avin, my ex-husband, my aunties, on my daddy's side, that I found out on a deathbed 3 years ago. Rest in peace, my daddy. My dad's side of the family is very supportive. And then my two best friends is very supportive. So it's a give and take. And sometimes like the people at my school and my job is very supportive. And that was the thing. It was like, dang, I ain't got no support out here like that. But sometimes hard, and sometimes it's all about your ambitions. And I'm a hustler at the end of the day, and I'm a mother of two, so I got 2 mouths to feed. So the hustle mode comes out of me every day. Every day.
Right.
So,
have you performed other chapters of your book?
I just did. Like I said, I did Shit Nobody, and let's see, I did Shit Nobody, and Unknown. I performed that about a month ago. Matter of fact, we have a portrait event coming up again. I don't wait on details for that, so make sure y'all follow me on Facebook or Instagram.
Yeah,
we will.
For that day. And I'll be there at the portrait event after because everybody, like I said, everybody was so fun of Shit Nobody poetry. And my mindset was to change the game, because poetry to me, poetry is not dead. But you know, when new stuff come out, a new era come out, everybody focus on that era instead of the ground root of old school. I'm old school and new school, so I'm much needed of poetry. To me, I love poetry. That's my outlet. So
Okay. You look so youthful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You do. A couple more questions. Moya, I don't know why I said Moya. See that? I'm telling you. We so silly. We just having so much fun here. Oh,
Yeah.
that's what I wanted to say to you. You just said too, at the age of 12, you were in foster care. And look at you now. I mean, that is a blessing. You have a humble spirit. You just have so many gifts that I can just see all around you. I mean, it's a lot of people that have been in foster care, and I've never been in foster care, and just listening to your story, it touches me, you know, because there's so many kids out here that's in the foster system now, and for you to come out of the foster system and then turn around and write a book, and also you're in the medical field, or you're in the medical field, also you're acting too, that's a blessing. I mean, you have so much to give. You have so many stories deep down inside of you. And I just want to encourage you to keep going. I mean, you just have a beautiful spirit about yourself.
Yeah.
And,
Thank you.
we're here for you. Build a sister up. We're here for you. We're just cheering you on and everything. And I'm so happy that you were able to come to us and say, you know what? Hey, I want to go ahead and do an interview with you all. And just open up
We're
about
definitely
yourself.
honored to have. Yes.
I want to say this. My coach always say, when you doing stuff, it's alignment. It's alignment. So that's why I was like, okay. I didn't hesitate, like, because that's stuck in my head. Everything is alignment when it comes to your gift. And when you know the devil is working, he'll try to interfere. But I don't believe I don't give too much into the devil. So that's, like our coach said, everything has an alignment. That's how you know it's for you. When stuff happens, it's
Right. Now, real quick, for anybody else that wants to write a book, how hard was it to find a publishing company? Did you have to find different companies, or was it 1,000 companies coming at you once with all these prices? How did you choose this company to go to?
it was a whole bunch of networking. Like, I started off as a background actor, but at the time I was focused on acting. I was like, man, I got these books, but I'm just sitting on it. And my ex-husband used to say, you sitting on money, like you sitting on money. And I'm like, that my friend said, you sit there, what is you waiting on? Publish me books. Like, girl, this stuff is good. Like, I'm like, girl, I ain't studying that. Who gonna support me? That was, and she was like, the strangest people, you'll be surprised. And I was like, girl, whatever. And that was my thought. I really, as the case say, I know he was on my timeline. And first and foremost, it was a friend of mine named Antika Troy. She's an author as well. And Yolanda Smith is an author as well. We all came from prison, and I was watching them. I don't speak on at the time I didn't speak on what I wanted to do, but we was all in this author club when we was in prison. So it was like, okay. And I'm much of an observer before I do anything, And I saw how, they was get messed up on the book end. So I was like, okay, I'm not gonna try to waste no money. I ain't finna do that. I ain't got time to waste no money, and I know how I am. So I'm not trying to lose my temper to go back to prison. So I know I am. Let me do my research, and let me, from their mistakes, for trusting the company that took advantage of them, that they didn't see a lot of things, and And basically, I did my research, and what I did, I put myself on the outside of the box instead of going inside the box. And what I mean by that, I started deleting people that I was familiar with, and I started deleting people. Excuse me, I started deleting people that I was familiar with on my Facebook page, and people that I was unfamiliar with. That okay, if you're an author, if you're an actor, if you're a producer, you're a writer, you're a music producer, because I have a vision. I have
Okay.
crazy vision. So that's what I started doing. And like that, I think that's how I got in contact with her. And then like certain people that was that's worked for a nonprofit organization. The people that help people fold, and the people that help the legislation pass or try to get you down there to come and see. And people was working with them, and it was just like, okay, I'm watching them on what I need to do, make sure I'm not taking advantage of or writing my book and publishing my book, and I wasn't like, I'm not gonna get in no contract because of super fat. All my royalties. I wrote this. You know what I'm saying? I wrote these books. I'm not finna keep. If I pay you a certain amount, you gonna edit it. You gonna build my website. You gonna give me what I want. You gonna, what I feel is fair. So there's no in between. Like if I be a vendor, that money goes into my business account, not to yours. Because I paid you to publish and edit the book. That's what I paid you for. And a friend of mine did this logo years ago in prison for me.
I like the logo. I like the logo.
That book. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
I like that heart.
And so, and I just basically fed off of what they was doing and watching what they was doing before I jumped out there, and it was just, everybody was in my ear. It was like, you sitting on money, what are you doing? Like, and I was like, nah, I ain't trying to go down that path. I'm just trying to be an actress. But it was like, you could be an author too and an actress. You could, feed yourself like that too. And I'm like, yeah, that's all I really want to do. Be an author and an actress. So I'll be vendors everywhere. And basically, when I came across her, she was a reasonable price. A Black-owned business, Crystal Clear Creation. Very good at certain times and stuff. We had our little hiccups, but she was good. So when I decided, I was like, okay. And then this other lady kept coming to me, and I was like, nope, I heard too much about you. You're a ripoff. Nope, I'm sorry. So it was the pros and cons of watching the fellow people that was already going through and lawsuits and stuff. And I was like, I ain't got time for that. So I did my research and got with her, and then I found that, so the other book will be published around March with another company, taking you learn from each situation. Right. So
yeah, you live and you learn.
Yes.
Now you said the book was just released September 22nd of this year?
Yes, this past month, because it's October. So yes.
So it hasn't even been a month yet, people out there, and her book has garnered so much attention. What does that tell you? It is worth
alignment, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, which one of y'all found me on Facebook?
I did. I found you on Facebook, and it was so funny. I was on Facebook because I wasn't even a Facebook friend of yours. So yes, somebody must have shared, or how people share and all that stuff. So you had this book up, and what drew me to the book was Diamond Star and this logo. And I said, that logo is cute there. I want to see what it's about. And you said you wrote the book. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and support her. She's a Black author. I want to go ahead and support. And then there it was. Sometimes, and we all have to look at that. We look at Facebook. Sometimes people just get on Facebook just to be playing, don't even pay attention to it. But, somebody is always looking, Somebody is always looking at what we're doing. And like I said, I didn't know you from a can of worms. Now you family.
Yes, thank you. And I'm honored a part of your family. So anytime y'all want me to come
Mhm.
on, I'm here. Just let me know 2 or 3 weeks in advance. Thank you.
That's so beautiful.
Yes, yes. I really
Maybe you might have to come and cook one of those good meals for us online or something, because the coronavirus out here and everything.
we claim it at 2021. It'll be gone away. Everybody keep
Yeah.
claiming it for some
Yeah,
reason.
Yeah, we claim
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, we claiming it.
we have to. Well, we want to thank you. Is there anything else you want to tell anybody out there that would like to write a book, inspiring, that has, that has been through a lot of different things, like you said you've been through, and you all can look at her. She's overcome so much.
And where you can get your book as well. And you have a business card, things like that, information you want to share?
Yes, my business card is Aisha Latrice. That's the name that I go by. Being in entertainment, you have to come up with a name. So that's the name I come by. That's really is my name, Aisha Latrice Smith. But I go by Aisha Latrice. You can purchase the book on www.aishalatrice.com. You could do that, or you could catch me in Atlanta, all around Atlanta, being a vendor. And I will hand pick and give you one of these cards with let me. I'm trying to. With it say, thank you for your support. Receive $6 off your next purchase. Not only my book, but my clothing line. And you can find me at it on Instagram at I am AISHA 13 for events. Anything I have going on, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook as Aisha Smith. I'm about to say Aisha Latrice. You can find me on Facebook as that, to keep you guys updated. And for those that wants to write a book, don't be afraid to write your book, because you don't know who you inspire or make them come out their shell. So
That's right. That's right. And for everyone listening, you can be the next one to get an interview with Bassop. And remember, as always, we want you to go to shop at gobassop.com for our clothing if you want to check that out. Once again, that's gobassop.com. We appreciate everyone for listening to us and watching us.
Yes, thank you. Remember to build bold, build brilliant, and build better. Build a sister up, build a brother up, and buy the book. This is a wonderful book. It is just reaching all kinds of people, all ages, all races, all phases in life. It helps you overcome adversity. It just builds you. It builds your character, because who better to hear from than someone who's gone through a lot, who's faced the obstacles and achieved.
Yes,
it's on the other side. So.
It was so nice getting to meet you, Miss Aisha. I loved it. Your book is just amazing. You're an amazing person. I hope you can inspiring others, and I hope you just keep doing what you're doing.
All right. I've been grateful. Thank you for this opportunity. As Aisha Latrice would say, unity, peace, and spread love. Thank you, guys.
Can you tell me the name of your book one more time?
When Life Like Hell, on Amazon.
Yes, there it is. There it is, y'all, right there. That beautiful book cover.
And you know what, too? Get this for Christmas. Go ahead and get her book for Christmas. Put it in the stocking stuffer for someone. Get this book. I like it. Get it.
There it is.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much.
Till next time.
All right.
Bye.
We're just going to end our YouTube and then thank Aisha. It looks like we're still on.
We are still on YouTube. Lovely family members of YouTube.
Thank you, YouTube. We can go ahead. Thank you.
All right. And we are going to end. And thank you all so much. Thank you, Build a Sister Up. You all were great. Everybody was great. Excellent. Everybody did good. Make sure you check out Aisha's book. Aisha Smith, get her book. She was great. Fabulous, 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 fabulous. And we had fun.
It was fun. It was fun.
All right. Well, thank you.
Bye.
Bye. We're still on. I know everybody's like, you all are still on. We're gonna
Yeah.
end it now.